secret of a good flyer. Notice that a good flyer, for you to bring out a good flyer, is not all about your creativity. Yes, it's not all about your creativity, because it's very possible that you can bring an image to a white space, bring in a text, but it's not a good flyer. Sure, that is creativity, but it's not a good flyer. What will aid a good flyer is you obeying the elements and principles of design. The elements and principles of design. For you to be able to obey the elements and principles of design, your flyer will surely be wow. And in elements of designs, that is designs elements. Note this, that all the elements in designs works together for a good flyer, and you must observe almost all of them for you to have a quality and good design. You must observe all of them. I mean all of them, almost all of them. You must observe them for you to have a good and quality design flyer. Like in the first element of design, we have line. We have line. We have line. And what is line? Line is the most basic design element. With a simple drawing, a line is guided as just as most strokes of a pen. It helps you know how and the space of your design. For example, this our ruler is a line. It guides you to know the limit of your design, where your design should not reach, where your design should not go to. That is the benefit of your line. So you using line in your flyers will help you create. It will help to create balance in your design. So we have color. We know color is one of the principal elements in design. Color is one of the principal elements in design. Color attracts. Color is what we call people into your flyer. For example, this that I just wrote, if I should add color, you will see light color red. You will see that what I just wrote is calling you more than what it was before. Yes, it's calling you more than what it was before. So that is the work of color. So for you to have a good flyer, you have to know how to mix your color very well. We have texture. Texture is what creates balance in your design, like what communicates most in your design. For example, image is a texture. Photo, the image you use in your flyer is a texture, and it's one of the things that communicates your flyer. For example, I want to create a business flyer now. Note this, that quality, you must always use a quality image for your flyers, because if you are using a flyer that is a photo that is fancy, like image that is not, if you are not using quality image, your flyer will not bring out that quality look. So you must always download quality image, use quality image for your flyer so as to bring that quality look. If I'm doing a business flyer, already this guy that I brought in I've already explained everything, that this flyer is for business. Like I want to write welcome to Mass UK Nation. We offer you good and quality. So that alone is communicating. Yes, the image there now tells you what I'm talking about. It may be that what I was talking may not necessarily communicate like that, but the image there already tells you what I'm talking about. So texture is very important. So another one is that we have size and scale. I'm just running through this element. Not that I'm not deeply going into it, but I'm just running through so that you can get what I want to bring out. So we have size and scale. Size and scale is what I just did here. Like this and this. This and this. This is the most important. Like the most important message I want it to pass through. Welcome to Mac UK Nation. This is my heading. Maybe this is what I want. This is the most important message I want people to see first. So I would make that one big. So that is the size and scale. Making this one stand out. Bringing it to people's view. Like once you open my flyer, the first things you will see is this. So that is the size and scale. This one, this is bigger than this. This is bigger than this. So I'm creating and obeying the design element of size and scale. So another one, we have direction. Direction is how your design moves. Direction is more like motion, like the movement. For example, I want to make this guy talk, like say something. How will I do it? I want to make it look like he's saying something. How will I do it? By creating something like that, like motion, bringing in something like this. You now understand that this alone makes you to understand that this guy is saying something. That creates a movement. that creates a direction. That this alone creates direction. So you have to obey all these. You have to obey all these elements for you to bring out a good and quality design. Then we have principles. I just want to run through them. I may not necessarily bring all the principles, but I just want to run through them. In principles, we have balance. Balance is when, for your design to be balanced, it's when you observe negative and positive space in your design. What is negative space? Negative space is the white space, and we have this positive space. Positive space are those space that are covered with either texture or typography. That is your write-up. Then negative space are those space that nothing is there. For example, this is white space, that is negative space, white space, negative, white space, white space, white space, white space, and this is positive space, this place. So, but notice that when we talk about white space, the white space is not until the background is white. If I change this background to something like this place is still white space, this place is still white space, this place is still white space, it's still white space. It's not until the background is white. Hope you are following. Okay, so we have balance, we have alignment. Alignment is you align your text with the use of this ruler, that is line. Align your text, make your text align, like everything to align. That alone will create balance. That alone will create balance. Alignment. You can see alignment. Then we have repetition. Repetition. For repetition talks about you not bringing out plenty compositions into your design. For example, I want to write something like you can see here in this my text and this my text. I use the same font, like I'm repeating the font I used here in this my write-up. I'm repeating them, like repeating fonts, repeating textures and others. Like if I want to do some concept now, I will duplicate this guy and make him something like that. So now I'm doing repetition. I hope you are following. Then I've talked about white space. We have contrast. We have contrast and hierarchy. They almost work alike. Contrast is you being able to bring out the most important textures in your design, the most important parts in your design. Like once I open my flyer, this is what I will see. For example, I want to write my company name. You want to put a company name. Like for example, this was let me say this was black, color black. Okay. Now what I'm writing. UK Nation. If it is just like that, people may not necessarily. In fact, somebody can open this flyer, look at this flyer, and finish this flyer without looking at this mark UK Nation. Yes, it's possible that somebody can open this flyer, look at this flyer, finish with the flyer without looking at this. So how will you now make it visible? How will you now make it like for people to notice that something is there? You now bring it this principle, contrast. You bring it contrast. You can decide to do your own. We have different forms of contrast. So now you can see that if I'm opening this flyer, because of that red flag there, if I'm opening this flyer, my eyes will always go to what drags me. Remember I said color is emotional. It calls people's attention. So I will always go to what drags me. So if I'm opening this flyer, and as I close my eyes and open, my eyes is going to the colorate, and I want to know what is inside that colorate. So from there I will now read, okay, this is Max UK Nation. Yes. So that is contrast. Hierarchy is making text, that is your typography, text this one different from this one, either by size, by color, or by font. Either by size, by color, or by font. For example, I want to make inside this my welcome to Max UK Nation, and I want to make Max UK Nation stand out, like people to look at that one as my company name. Then I will now either add color to it, something like this. Add color to it. Now if that one is standing out, welcome is still the same text but it's standing out. People can even look at that one without even reading welcome to. As they open, they can even saw Max UK Nation before they go to other things. So that is that. So that is that. Those are the major things you need to observe when designing. They are the major things you need to observe when making your flyer. So another thing I want to emphasize on is that you must always use a quality image for your design. Yes, you must. For example, let me replace this guy with some kind of fainting image for you to this guy is not making his flyer look nice. He's not making at all. In fact, he's spoiling everything for me. You can see this guy is faint. Is bloody. The image is bloody. It's not really communicating. It's not really, though it's making all the sense, but the image alone is spoiling things for you. So you must always you must always use quality image for your design. Make sure you do research, more research. Go on good and quality image. Good quality image. Download quality image for your design, so as to make your design look quality, look premium. Because if you want your flyers to be premium, you have to use premium tools, premium stuff to design your flyer. You have to always go for quality image. Hope you are understanding. So please subscribe to my YouTube channel so that you will always see things like this. You always be after subscribing. Please click on the notification bell so that you'll be notified each time I post viable content like this. Please, God bless you.